Ja, Håvar, hvem er det vi skal hilse på? Det du som sier dette her.
Chris Maas.
Chris Maas. Hello, Chris.
Hi.
Thanks for a nice talk.
You're very welcome.
And now finally we're going to have a rundown of your drum kit.
Yeah, let's do it.
What are you going to play on during the concert with Sting tonight?
Yes, let's have a look. So, do you want me to go from left to right, or does it matter?
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay, great. All right. Well, then we'll do left to right. It's easiest. I'll do all the drums and then we'll do the cymbals.
Yep.
So we start over here. This is the auxiliary snare, which is a 400 Ludwig Superphonic 400.
It's all Ludwig?
It's all Ludwig drums.
Has it always been like that?
I've been with Ludwig for nearly 15 years, yeah. Yeah, so it's been an amazing relationship that I've had with not only the UK side, but also the American side. Uli in America, who's been absolutely incredible in supporting me throughout the years, always there, and the drums they make obviously are legendary. So to be a part of this family is pure privilege, you know.
History.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so 400 Superphonic. Then we go over to the main snare, which does change sometimes, but for the last 3 weeks that we've been on this run, it's been the trusted, probably the most famous snare in the world, which is the Ludwig Black Beauty. And
What is this?
oh, that's this is nothing exciting. This is basically just so I don't rub my knee on the lugs on the bottom, because I basically used to hit it because I sit quite oddly. So we put
You're sitting quite high.
Yes, that's shout out to Dave Illich. You can never sit too high.
It's a jazzy approach?
No, it's basically like it's for your back.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to work on my posture so that I can hopefully play for many more years. And my buddy Dave, who's very good at guiding and teaching about posture, and he's helped me on multiple occasions. And one of his tips was that I was sitting too low, so I brought up the throne. And then where do we go from there? Oh yeah, we're here. So Black Beauty, then we go to these guys. These are new. They're actually DW. I do have a deal with DW, which is basically just for hardware.
Yes.
It's a hardware deal. So and we tried these little concert toms because I liked to have the ability to go one extra and have a different texture and different sound than the 4 toms that come with the drum kit. So we loved the idea of adding concert toms, and it just happened to be that we were talking to the DW guys about new hardware, and then we ended up getting these, and we're trying them right now, and they are really fun.
How's the pitch of them?
The pitch is, so it ties in with everything else. So I don't know how well your camera's going to pick this up, but. So this is probably, this would have to come up a little bit still, but overall, they sort of tie in together so that you can do a rundown on all the toms. But a lot of the time I'll just use it as like effects and not as part of the main drum kit, if you like.
And the little plastic things you have here?
Yeah, they're just like, so my tech, Rob, he uses this sort of sticky tape, and then these are just sort of locks, sorry, not logs. And they're just meant to keep the drum in tune, and they work.
You also changed the, it's a die cast hoop.
Yes, so that you get a bit more crack out of it.
You play rim shots?
Yes, I think they sound better. I think the drum benefits from having the die casts, and you keep the tuning better. You get a better crack out of the snare itself, and you get a much nicer rim click. So which there is quite a bit of it in the set tonight.
Yeah.
But then running down, so this is classic maple, all classic maple drums. We have 12 by 8, 13 by 9, 14, 14, 16, 16. So quite classic sizes in a way. And then,
but Chris,
yes.
what happened with the colored drum heads?
The colored drum heads, yes. So very good. So there were colored drum heads. We used to have last year we had colored drum heads. But again, Rob, at the time of when we were sourcing them from Remo, they were quite hard to get hold of.
Okay, yeah.
And we were only really using certain colors.
Yeah.
And after a while, it became really difficult to source them. So we ended up just being like, do you know what?
Okay.
Let's go back. Also, the other thing.
But a really cool idea.
Yes, thank you. The other thing was that we actually went from clear emperors on the top and ambassadors on the bottom to ambassadors on the top and bottom. We did that only this year. We changed that. And again, just opens up the drums a bit more, and it gives them more room, more tone. And I was a bit worried at first because I thought ambassadors, with the volume at which I play it with, sometimes you worry that the heads might dent or that they might not last very long, but they're actually holding up really, really well. So
Cool.
yeah, for the slightly higher pitched stuff, they're definitely the way to go. So we're going to stick with ambassadors for now.
And the bass drum was a...
Bass drum is 22 by 14, just classic 22-14. There's like one of those little pillars inside, just to keep the tone, to be able to sort of like compress the tone a little bit. But yeah, that's basically the kit. The front of the head is just a classic stock vintage stock Ludwig head. And cymbals, we have all Sabian, and they are
So nice.
yeah, so there's a couple of new additions here as well. From I did a rig rundown not too long ago, and they've all changed basically.
Is it 14?
These are 15-inch groove hats that we've spun around. So the top is actually the bottom. So the light one is the bottom, the heavy one is the top. Gives you a bit more sort of a slightly higher pitch sound, and then we have Explosion 19-inch AAX, slightly brighter. 19-inch crash, followed by a 19-inch artisan.
Perfect.
Which is again the sort of darker equivalent, and then a little one of these Mike Portnoy little bells that again is just an effect, but it adds color, texture, all of that. 2 splashes. It wouldn't be a Sting gig without a splash.
Thanks. I'm happy you said it.
So these are AAX, same. I think Portnoy came up with these as well. Max splashes, a 7-inch and a 9-inch. Then to the main ride cymbal, which is the Todd Zuckerman Sessions ride, which has been amazing. We sometimes use the old liquid ride, which I love. The Chester Thompson liquid ride is also one of my favorites. But this has been unbelievable. Great bell sound, quite heavy, but overall like incredible. And then speaking of Todd Zuckerman, I also added this recently, which is a 20-inch Spotlight Crash, which is the new series that he came out with, which again is sort of the equivalent of the AAX series, but much brighter for live shows. Really, really, really great cymbal, this.
Cutting through?
Yeah, lovely. And probably the crash I use the most. Then these are mini hats, again similar to the splashes, the bells. It's just a different texture, different color. And this has been on the kit for quite a long time. This is a 22-inch HHX Anthology. I can't remember who came up with this, but I think it might have been Jojo Mayer, but I don't know. But these are amazing because this is almost sounds like a flat ride. I don't know if that will come through, but
Nice.
it's so light and it doesn't really open up. Like even if you crash it, like it just sort of stays at one volume, which is really fun because this can really open up and it's really heavy. So to have this is really fun. And then lastly, the I think it's a 21 or 20 Holy China,
So
which is one.
for the name.
Yeah, which is again another color, you know. So you have the air holes in it to get it to basically die down, and it's just super quick effect, which is really fun. And
It is dry.
yeah, very dry, very dry. I mean, you can. You know, unlike the sort of more traditional, like the Wuhan stuff, and even the bigger Sabian ones, you have like the 22 ones who will linger a lot longer if you'd like. This one, you just hit it, and it does its thing, and then just disappears out of everything. You know,
And the sounds has to match with the sound from Dominic.
yeah, absolutely.
So you
I mean,
don't too much.
everything is tuned in a way that it doesn't really interfere with the bass or the guitar. You know, I don't want to get in his way, and I definitely don't want to get in his way. So we have tuned it and have chosen the cymbals in a way that, you know, that these are my colors, and they complement each other. And they complement Dom and Sting, rather than it being, you know, stand out, you know, crazy. So that's why, like things like the bell and the splashes, when Dom does a lot of harmonic work, that sort of complements it, but it doesn't get in his way in a way. So hopefully, and then so pedals are all DW 5000 series.
No
Which-
double pedal.
No double pedal, no. No double pedal. Always been single pedal, double chain.
Have you always been playing?
Always been DW 5000. I had a 9000 for a while, and I just went straight back to the 5000. I even experimented with different beaters for a while. Just went back to the stock one. It's just what I know. It's what I will play probably for the rest of my life. I'm very happy with it. It's just so
Every
good.
drummer says the same thing.
Yeah.
The first pedal, stay with it. With the belt.
And
you have a chain actually.
Yeah, double chain. Yeah.
What's up with the tape on the back end of the stick? Or what is it on the...
Yeah. So sticks are all Veta. They even have my name on them, which is really nice. And they also have
the logo.
Sting, the 3.0 logo on them, which is also really nice. They're just standard 5Bs. There's tape on the back of the stick. I stole from probably my favorite drummer ever, which is Phil Collins. Phil Collins used to do this. It basically helps you, it
Grip.
puts a stop, so like inside of your hand like this. It basically before, sometimes if I did, you know, the stick would basically, because you try and not grip the stick too hard, always have a loose grip, but sometimes the stick will sort of, you know, move up and up and up and up, and this basically enables you to have just a little bit of a stop there, so that when you get there, you know that it's not going any further. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So I think a lot of drummers do that, but I saw Phil Collins do it once, and I was like, yeah, we're
So
doing
you
that.
don't play with that, the other side of it.
I do for like rim clicks.
Yeah, but not like on the cymbals.
No,
Swells.
so then it'll sound a bit weird. Although I very rarely play at that volume, but I still get to do backbeats. You know, on snare 2, for example, I do my backbeats sometimes with the butt end of the stick.
Are you traditional or matched?
I grew up playing both, but I now mainly just play matched. I sometimes revert back depending on, like, I still do brushes with traditional, and depending on the musical style, I'll play traditional grip, but very rarely when I have to play really, like, I was always really in awe of the fact of how loud Stuart could do a backbeat with wearing a glove and playing traditional grip. It's just like incredible, you know what I mean? And so I don't think I can do that. My backbeat is still better, more consistent and louder with match grip. So I'm sticking with match grip on this. And that's, I think that is...
But we have some electronic. We have a backup pedal. And we have a fantastic chair.
Yes,
There's a
we have a
history.
couple of you know, like a tambourine and the backup pedal. Then there's the backup snares underneath here.
You have in-ear?
Yeah, there's the in-ears. That's the backup again, but they're over there. Brushes, wiretap, and the throne is a Porter and Davies. I don't know the exact model name, but it's Porter and Davies. It's like the most comfortable drum throne in my opinion, and obviously it comes with the BC2, I think this is. Yeah, which is the module, the amp that it comes with, so that you can pair it with whether it's your kick drum or the bass, or you can basically put in whatever you want. It's just a speaker cap inside your drum throne. And I think it does a lot for the feel and not having to have this guy too loud, which is the bass fill.
That's a perfect rundown.
Ah, you're very welcome. Thank you very, very much.
And
thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you
it's been
so
really
much
fun.
for the talk.
You're welcome.
This is really good. So we're looking forward to the concert.
Oh mate, I'm excited you guys are here. I hope you enjoy it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.